Let me ask you a question. What if the reason you're exhausted isn't because your calendar is too full, but it's because you have tied your worth to how much you can do? If you're constantly producing and achieving and checking all the boxes, but quietly you feel like you're falling apart inside, know this: you're not lazy and you're not broken. You're just running a race you were never meant to win. And in this video, we're going to talk about a different way forward for individuals who are constantly running but feeling that they're never getting anything done. If that's you, let's do this. This is what we're diving into today. It's why burnout isn't always the workload. We're also going to talk about how your identity may be fueling your exhaustion, and what the cycle of power is and why it works. And then a practical way to start realigning your life with who you really are. I hope this is going to hit hard. All right, story time. I'll never ever forget my first day stepping into a major leadership role. The executive director of an organization I was taking over, a person who was really a rock star, an overachiever, she sat me down and she said, "I worked myself this last 2 years to death getting this organization up and running, and now it is up to you." She said it almost proudly. I mean, like it was a rite of passage. And quite honestly, I took it not just as a warning, but as an expectation, right? To grind harder, to be indispensable, to wear my exhaustion like some kind of badge of honor. And honestly, it did work for a while. I mean, I did take on way too much. I was constantly making myself available 24/7. I kept pushing and producing, improving. But slowly, things around me seemed to crack, and my anxiety began to grow. I mean, I would come home, and my daughters would want to play, and I'd be there physically, but mentally, man, I was still thinking about some project or rerunning some conversations in my head, or thinking about the next day's things I had to do. Even fun things like watching a movie or grabbing coffee with a friend felt like a chore. And that's when I had a bit of a realization, and maybe you've had this too, that this wasn't about the job. It wasn't about the work. It was about me. Or rather, the identity I thought I needed to have in order to matter. So the job, my career, had become my identity. I mean, are you following what I'm saying here? Are you following me? Are you getting what I'm laying down here? Because let me ask you this, and be honest with yourself. Do you believe if you slow down, you'll fall behind? Or do you feel guilty when you rest? Or do you wear your busyness like some kind of honor badge, right? And if you're nodding right now, man, I was there too. A lot of people are there. And understand this, most high achievers aren't just afraid of failure. They're afraid of being seen as anything less than invincible. I mean, high achievers, we wrap our self-worth around our output. You know, how much did we get done today? Or how many problems did we solve or create? And then how many people rely on us? I don't know, man. And over time, we stop seeing ourselves as people. And then we start seeing ourselves as these machines, you know, these robotic, numb, motionless. We go hard until we just can't go anymore. And then you break, right? You have a breakdown, something happens. And that breaking point, well, for me, it was definitely my turning point. I mean, I started asking different questions. Stuff like this, like, what if slowing down didn't make me less successful? What if I could still lead, still achieve, and not lose myself in the process? And what if I could feel inspired again and happiness at work? And that's where the concept of the cycle of power comes in. I mean, this is not another time hack or productivity trick. It's not about waking up at 5 in the morning and scheduling every 15 minutes of your day. It's about reprogramming your relationship to time, to success, and to your self-worth. The cycle of power basically involves you learning how to do things like how to exit the always-on survival state and how to build in moments of clarity and reflection and intention. It also includes or involves, I should say, it also involves how to reclaim your time without sacrificing impact, and how to shift from reactive to proactive. And finally, I like this part, is how to build a life that feels as good as it looks. I mean, we know you high performers. You don't need more tools. There are thousands of apps out there that claim to help you become more efficient and save time. But do they really work? Or is your mental health really best left up to some app created probably by a teenager? I mean, who knows, right? You need a reset, a new rhythm, not another $1.99 app or some new hack. So the concepts behind the cycle of power, it really isn't a secret sauce that will fix you instantly. I mean, you've been running on this path for years, right? Maybe decades. Now, I was lucky that I decided back in the day then to make some empowering decisions, to not wait for my body to give out, or for my family to drift away, or even for my spirit to just completely burn out before I shifted and I refocused and I realigned. And the great thing is, you can do this too. You can begin to course correct now, and now is the right time. And it starts by rewriting the false, untrue belief that your value comes from your output or your career identity. Yeah, I said that, or your career identity. Your value comes from your presence, your purpose, your humanity. And once you anchor to that, everything changes. You'll stop chasing every opportunity out there out of fear or afraid of missing out. You will start choosing your priorities with clarity. And you'll stop grinding yourself down and start showing up fully. So that's what the cycle of power helps you do. That's how we designed it. So where to now? I mean, I actually don't like saying this phrase. I mean, it's so cliche, but I have to, all right? Because it is time to be honest with yourself. Are you holding it all together on the outside while really falling apart on the inside? Are you afraid to take your foot off the gas, even though every part of you is screaming for a rest? I mean, I used to feel like I was building a life that looked great on the outside, but man, I did not feel good on the inside. And if that's you, it's time. It's time for the cycle of power to enter your life, not to walk away from your success, but to redefine it. Because if your success costs you your presence and your peace and your purpose, is it really success? Is it? Excuse me for interrupting this video, but if you're getting value out of today's information and you want to gain more balance in your life, all you need to do is check out our free resource, the MindFlow Cycle Roadmap for Balance and Productivity. Just comment free tools in the comments below and we'll send you the link. Now, back to the video. So, I have been alluding to the cycle of power, and you may be thinking in your head, what in the world is this guy talking about? I mean, it's been like 10 minutes and I still haven't told you what the cycle of power is. Well, it's a framework for doing better by realigning with what matters most in your life. It is simply how you reinforce energetic and powerful beliefs through developing habits and practices that rewire and reprogram your brain and reset your energy. Cycle begins with the following steps. All right, write these down. Well, maybe don't have to write them down. You can just replay the video. But number one, you must identify your degrading or limiting beliefs. Be brutally honest and look deep. Then reframe them, flip them. Sometimes it's you take a limiting belief and what's the opposite of it? That's one way to reframe them with empowering beliefs, with empowering decisions. For example, take the belief of not being experienced enough in business to be successful. A lot of people say that. First-time entrepreneurs, I hear that all the time. I just don't have the experience. I'm scared I won't be successful. Then flip it to a new energetic belief. Say, I am a courageous entrepreneur with a growing and in-demand business. It's that easy. Step number 3 is whatever those new beliefs are, write it down. Write those decisions down and then review them each morning and evening before bed. And remember, limiting beliefs are not and never were true. However, your new empowering beliefs that you develop and hold will dictate your reality. Write that down. Put it up somewhere. The beliefs you hold will dictate your reality. Number 4, we need to create a habit, a ritual. Each morning when you wake up, kind of alluded to it before, but don't touch your phone. Ignore that sucker, put it away. Then go and journal what you are thankful for and read or recite aloud your empowering decisions. Do what I did. I actually recorded my own voice and I listened to them. Both my empowering decisions and new beliefs and a real emotional description of my ideal life, my life vision. And that is the next step. You need to write out your vision. What is it you want in life? What will fulfill you? Add this vision to your morning ritual. Read it, listen to it, but you gotta have it. It's your why. Then start taking aligned actions toward your vision, integrating your empowering decisions into your life and into your actions. For example, you have a vision of helping people in poor nations have clean water. Then this is how you start. You begin researching organizations or charities or ways you can build wells in small villages. Google it. It's out there. That's the first step. You got to take these aligned actions, and your new empowering beliefs will begin to move you toward your vision. The next thing is it's important to surround yourself. And I say this a lot. If you watch my videos, I probably say it in every video, is surround yourself with like-minded people or join a community that will support you. They will hold you up and help you develop and grow and build upon your cycle of power. All right. And then the last step, this is important too. And maybe the hardest thing to do is relax. Don't force things. Follow your rituals, your new habits. Continue to take aligned action, but don't let those limiting beliefs creep back in if things don't happen fast enough. It takes time to eliminate your belief system that you have developed and built over decades. I mean, these limiting beliefs hold us hostage, and they're fully imprinted upon our soul. So the new empowering systems, you've got to work at it. You've got to repeat those rituals in the morning and at night. And eventually, over time, they will take hold. And the reason we call them the cycle of power is they become more powerful. You begin to see outcomes that reinforce the belief. And then you have the thoughts and the emotions and the actions and more outcomes, and that belief gets even stronger, right? Cycle of power. And just take comfort in the fact that your ideal life, your grand vision is on the way. And when you're ready to receive it, when your resistance is gone, it'll come to you. But remember this quote. I told you to write it down. The beliefs we hold dictate the reality we live. So I'd like to end just with some thanks for being here. I mean, if you made it this far, I see you, I was you, and I can tell you, this is the way. You don't have to trade your ambition for balance. You just need a new system. And I think the cycle of power, that's the system for you. So let's create it together. As always, remember to be sure to grab our free resources and subscribe so that you can take advantage of our strategies to get your life back, to get into balance, to save yourself time, to do the things that you want to do. So we'll see you next time. Take care.